Hi guys, DevilHunterXYZ, and we are continuing Shantae Half-Genie Hero. And what really is there to continue, you might ask? Well, I beat the main game of Shantae, and it took me relatively about 4 hours, yeah, more or less. But what I'm going to do now is, I'm going to stick to the second file. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go through Risky Mode, Pirate Queen's Quest, and go through the entire game there. I guess I'll start a new game. Why not? Yeah, of course, one of the latest DLCs at the time of this recording. Yeah, so essentially, Pirate Queen's Quest is more or less a I guess a retelling of the events that happened throughout the game, but through Risky's perspective, more or less. I mean, I guess you can think of it like separate ways in Resident Evil 4. Yeah, where it's more or less a retelling of the same story through a different perspective. Okay, gather around, everyone. I want to show you all my latest invention. I call it the Dynamo. Yeah, so, okay, at this point, they completed the Dynamo. The Shantae team completed the Dynamo, got all the components needed for it, so it's like already past that point. Oh, how exciting, Uncle. What's it do? Watch closely. When I flip the switch, the opposing light magic and dark magic will respond, generating enough power to light up all of Scuttletown. Pirate raids will be a thing of the past. If you say so, Uncle. Now then, is everyone ready? Do it. All set. I hope it explodes. Typical Roddy Tops. Okay, here goes nothing. Looking good. Yeah, that is... Uncle, what's happening? Oh, I don't like the looks of this. Look out, it's going to... Yeah, so the dark magic is affecting Shantae. There's no way to shut it off. Oh. Well, nice to see Risky. It's Risky Boots. Always sticking with that title, apparently. Drat, she's outsmarted us again. I swapped blueprints when you weren't looking. You've been following my plans all along. Huh? What do you mean? Huh, surely you've noticed the side effects. Just watch what it does to the half-genie brat. It turned her all scary. She looks gross. I like it. Of course, Roddy Tops would like it. You fiend, you've inverted her magic. With this machine, I can change anything from good to evil. So more or less, the dialogue is roughly the same as the main game. And there goes she's stealing the Dynamo. A few more modifications, and I'll be able to control all of Sequinland. Ugh, once again, I'm overshadowed by your sheer genius. What I fool have been. Have fun untangling the mix-up magic of your genie friend. I'm off to unlock the full potential of this machine. Now, here's the thing I still really don't understand. Wouldn't it make more sense if maybe Risky were to kidnap Shantae? And kind of make her, I don't know, her slave, so to speak?
Everything was going exactly as planned.
Yeah, so here's a sight to see. Risky bathing. Like, who doesn't like to see that?
Another perfect heist.
Those fools played right into my hands. Just imagine, a machine that can invert magic.
Everything I want is mine for the taking.
So, typical pirate. All I need is do-gooder magic, and there's no greater source than the accursed genie realm. I will make their power my own. Then I will rule over all of Sequent Land. Of course, you can't really understand the Tinkerbats. Well, we can't, but she can. In its current form, the machine is much too weak for a task of this magnitude. We're going to need 5 components to get the job done. If I had them, I could upgrade the machine, rip open the genie realm, corrupt its magic, and rule over everything. So here's the whole goal of this, is trying to collect 5 components to upgrade the Dynamo. The dancing she-rat won't stay down for long. I'll have to finish her off good this time. But first, I'll need those 5 components. And if I know those moronic barons of the Sequent Land, they'll have just the parts I need. Now, where should I search first? Yeah, so, I mean, this is basically the main hub, so to speak. Save your game, talk to the Tinkerbat to get a hint. If you stay in a hot bath for too long, your skin will become wrinkly. Well, I mean, that is true, I guess, but no purpose for this game. Alright, so let's just get straight into it. Are you boys ready to set sail? Of course. Yeah, so here's our main hub. Instead of Sequent Land, or, I mean, Scuttletown, we have the Captain's Cabin. But what we have here is Main Street. First spot. Yeah, so the locations are always the same no matter what, but, well, I know this just kind of gives an excuse as to why Risky is going through the stages and confronting all the barons. Yeah, might as well save the game. Well, I mean, there is no, like, hardcore mode for Risky. I mean, really, how much more challenging can this really be? An attack on this backwater berg will prove the perfect distraction while I purloin the component part I need. Huh?
My men!
Seems like they're having their fun.
Dare they start without me? I'll punish you, but good.
I have to punish those pesky upstarts. Alright, so here we are playing as Risky. And just like before, back at square one. Yeah, my attacks are weak. And you know, honestly, I think it's, well, you can't really do much in terms of like speed running, at least not yet, since you don't have much to work with. Oh. Of course, it's good that I'm getting all this ammo. Alright, so obviously the standard square attack for the scimitar. And of course you got circle for using your gun. And of course you can actually, of course you can also hit select to change the type of ammunition that you have. You got corn dog. Tentacle, rancid jam. I've got a lot of healing items already. Juicy melon. Seriously, a lot of healing items already. Yeah. Ooh, need to go through here. Well, luckily in this game, you don't have to worry about gem collection. Well, I mean, like, you don't have to actually worry about, you know, boosting for gems. There really is no type of currency in this, except for the dark magic. That's technically your currency used to upgrade your stuff. And of course, you also need the genie shards, the light shards, to really progress through this. I mean, those are really the only two... man, I'm getting hit by everything. Yeah, those are the only two collectibles to worry about. Oh, of course. Oh, of course, that's too high to reach, unfortunately. It's pretty obvious I'm going to have to come back here to get it. Oh, I don't need to save yet. Or just keep shooting. Oh. I mean, luckily the gun functions roughly the same as in yeah, the gun functions roughly the same as it did back in in Pirate's Curse. Almost about to go down. And of course, Risky does have a sliding maneuver, which is useful actually. Alright, so what I have here... Yeah, so we got the 15 genie crystals that you have to collect eventually, and then you got the dark magic to upgrade weapons, tools, and abilities. I think right off the bat I'm just going to use it for health. Because you don't have much health. And even at max it's only 6 skulls of health. Kind of weird saying that, 6 skulls. That's what they pretty much are, skulls. And of course, there is no side quests either. It's not like you had to clear out the restaurant or having to retrieve something for a certain character. I mean, it's a pretty straightforward game. Alright. Save game? Sure, why not? There you are. No one attacks until I give the orders, got that? I guess you're not understanding. Nothing to say? Now you're just begging to be punished. Tinker Slide, Tinkerbat Turncoats. Yeah, so boss fight is similar like before. Hit the Tinker Slug with an explosive and then keep swiping at it. Alright. And there you go. I mean, luckily not too difficult. You'll loot and pillage under my orders. And I gotta say, you know, Risky seems more vocal compared to Shantae in the main game. I think they already left, Risky. World cleared. And of course, we got our hands on a component. Actually, what's strange is if we were to revisit the areas, the worlds, or whatever you want to call it, and you go through the end of the stage, it has the same platforms that Shantae uses whenever she clears the stage, so it's kind of odd. Alright. Excellent. With this component in hand, I'll be able to make my Dynamo even stronger. Is this for me? You get Pirate Hat. Use your hat to glide through the air with the greatest of ease. Good work, men. I'll put this pirate hat to the test right away. Keep those contraptions coming. Alright, so I got that out of the way. Let's jump to the next one. I'm gonna have to come back to it later. But yeah, Mermaid Falls. Save game? Sure. Yeah, so eventually you start accumulating items that have similar abilities like they had in Pirate's Curse. So I guess for those who actually liked using those, for those who like using Risky's equipment, well, I mean, here you have the chance again. Worked almost the same way. Ugh, that smell. With a hint of nerd stench riding on the winds from some nearby sea caves. No doubt caused by that wannabe tinkerer, the Techno Baron. If the skilly runs operating in this area, one of my precious components could be close at hand. I'll track him down. And then I'll I'll take what I want. Alright. Let's jump to it. Let's see if I remember how to do this. How was that? Was it up or... Oh, I remember. Yeah, the abilities use different types of buttons for it. Oh. Ah. Well, for one thing, hitting the L button, or I guess in my case, L1, since I am using a controller, can summon a Tinkerbat. Oof, I'm trying to hit it. Okay. Let's see, for the pirate hat, you have to hold down the R button while you're in midair. I mean, I don't have a double jump quite yet, but this is the closest thing to having one. Of course, I would like to see if I can upgrade it, though. If I can upgrade the pirate hat, I'll glide more smoothly. Or I guess slowly, I should say, and also I'll be able to give a little bit more of a height. Oh. trying to do whatever I can to avoid getting hit. Save game, of course. Alright. I might need to use a healing item at this point. Oh. Oh man, missed. Get away, get away. Alright, a little bit tricky there. I mean, unfortunately, Risky doesn't have anything that's equivalent to the monkey for like higher jumps and speed. Okay. Probably going to switch to the Seeker for a little bit. Oh, okay. Let's see, what's here? Of course, I'm having to use platforms to just try to get from point A to point B. Yeah, so you notice that some of the stages are kind of more or less changed up. I mean, to pretty much help Risky out. You know, like maybe you see some added platforms, you see different enemy placements, obviously some new enemies in general. Okay. Alright. Trying to make my way across. So I'm not doing too bad. I'm comparing it to before playing on hardcore difficulty. Oh. And unfortunately, no snake merchant. Alright, sliding down the chute. And also trying to dodge everything. Got another melon. Ow. Trying my best not to get hit. But you know, again, I mean, just the background and foreground start to blend a little bit. Ow. Ugh, man. Getting hit a lot. Yep, save game. How dare that techno moron attempt to block my efforts? No one defies me. I'll wring his thick neck if he has one. You there, get lost. I just got production back on track and will not tolerate further distractions. So he's somehow back in the business of creating fake mermaids? Listen up, you little creep. I know you've got the part I need.
Hand it over.
Hand it over if you know what's good for you. No one speaks to Techno Baron in this manner. No one. Tisk tisk. We can do this the easy way or the teeth to tail slicing, torso cutting sloppy way. Yeah. I like the cut of your jib, Queen of the Seven Seas, is it? Well, turns out my Sea Queen is a whole lot bigger than yours. But don't take my word for it. See for yourself. Ew, terrible pun. Giga Mermaid recaptured captive. So what, did he somehow manage to capture the Mermaid Queen again? Not exactly sure how that works, or how that even happened. Alright, so boss fight is similar to before, just having to free Mermaid Queen. Trying my best not to get hit. You know, one thing I do like about... Ooh, that's a lot of damage. One thing I do like about... yeah, one thing I do like about using Risky's equipment is it works pretty quickly. You know, I don't have to stop in my tracks to do any dances. Because I think that was one of the problems with the main game with Shantae. It's just you having to stop in your tracks at certain intervals and just having to redo it. Having to go through multiple spells at once, or multiple transformations, I mean. Hooray! Rescued the Queen again. Actually, it's even more strange since Risky was the one who's rescued the Queen. Of course not. Part 2. I really need some more health. I'm gonna probably switch to spread a little bit. Well, luckily I do have a lot of healing items this time around. Ow. Oh. As long as I get some hits. Some hits. I'm trying. Should probably use try a corn dog. I don't know, to me corn dogs seem out of place, especially for a town like this. Oh, I missed. Okay, now it went too closer. That's great. Ah, still got hit. Dodge tail attack. Luckily the sliding is faster than running. Not sure how much health she has. Oh, ow. Luckily it wasn't major damage. Got to go with Seekers. Another melon. Oh, there goes. Yeah, it felt like she had more health this time around when facing Shantae, but I think they intentionally made it easier or less health with Shantae since it's more difficult. I am Risky Boots, Queen of the Seven Seas. Know your place, worm, or next time I'll make boots out of your hide and mount your giant fish friend on my wall. Yes, ma'am. Yay, we unintentionally saved the day, I guess. Yeah, what do you want, fish face? Don't look at me like that. I'm a bad guy. Don't think for a second that I helped you on purpose? Purpose. Yeah, never mind. In any case, you owe me one. Got that? World cleared. Alright, got 2 parts. I got 3 more to go. Save the game, of course. Excellent. With this component in hand, I'll be able to make my Dynamo even stronger. I think it's the same dialogue no matter what. Yeah, it's the same dialogue. You got grappling hook. Grapple up to hard to reach locations. Once attached, it can crawl along ceilings too. Huh. Good work, man. I'll put this grappling hook to the test right away. Keep those contraptions coming. Okay. Probably just call it right here. Got myself a good start. Alright. Well, yeah, so I managed to get through a couple of the stages. And managed to get some decent upgrades. Or at least some good gadgets, I should say. Alright, guys. Should be able to continue more of this later. And, yeah, hopefully it really won't take too long. This is DevilHunterXYZ. And until next time.